So dumb. Ladies, go ahead. Go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, oh my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is it over? There's more?
You know, it actually...
Oh, God.
It actually matches his outfit.
Why aren't you holding the hot dog where it can get the condiment on it?
All right, I'm enjoying this.
Wait, watch and wait.
All right.
Wow, this is for a radio audience. This is, he appears to be somewhere in New York in an alley. And a hot
Wipe the
dog
hot
and
dog on my
mustard
face.
and ketchup.
We're done.
We're done. Well, you know what? That's your...
I gave him 2 angles, Colin. I still have mustard in my ear. I gave him 2 angles on it. I bought that stupid Bills hat. I made that jersey that says Bills 17.
I will tell you guys, I watched this. I made sure I was sitting down to watch this, and I appreciated it and made me happy. You regret it now? Do you regret having done this now, Nick? You were all in on it.
Well, listen, I lost the bet. A man pays his debts. Hold on, Wilds. Wilds was really convinced that this would be bad for my career long term. Now that it's done and you've seen it, Wilds, what's your take?
Well, I'm less concerned about your career than all of our careers. I think it's bad for us to be associated with
because of us.
Never mind, Colin made an excellent point that you're on a radio show doing a visual bit. So it's just... I thought it was terrible.
Hey, wow,
no
for
more.
the rest of our career, they're gonna be like, you guys are on the show with that guy?
Yeah.
You know
for the
what?
rest of our
People are
career,
coming up to me
you're
all
on the
the
show
time.
with that guy?
Do you know how badly I am this close to committing to do this again if the Bills beat the Chiefs, but you don't want to do a bit twice? But I'll think of something for if the Bills beat the Chiefs that's even worse than this, because that ain't happening. Listen, Bills fans, I'm happy for you. Best moment for your franchise in 27 years.
Tables
I'm in on that.
All right, let's play a little drawing a blank while we think about what Nick could do to further bruise his pride. Some good news for Patrick Mahomes Wednesday. Andy Reid said he took all the snaps in practice, feels really good, which means the chances of him playing Sunday also appear to be really good. So, Brandon, Mahomes' practice report should have Chiefs fans feeling blank.
Ooh, cautiously optimistic. I'm glad he's back. This is great for the game. This is great for football. This is great for Buffalo. You don't want it any other way. But, Nick, you know what teams got to do every time they face your boys? They got to say, do we want to stop the pass game and let them beat us on the run? Or do we just get after him and let him throw it all over the field and just try to get pressure? What the Bills did last time, they said, you're not going to pass on us. You have to run. I don't know where Clyde Edwards-Helaire is, but I do know what's going on with his foot and that toe. And every time you watch these guys, you'll see it 2 or 3 times a game where Patrick Mahomes, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10, he gets out of the pocket and he runs, he escapes, and he continues the drive. He pushes it forward. So Nick, this is a big deal because this guy in the running game, we don't talk about it enough. He has won some games on some critical 3rd downs on the ground.
That's all true. But in order to get in critical 3rd downs, you have to actually force some 3rd downs. And I don't think the Bills can. So how should we be feeling? Arrogant. Guess what? You know what doesn't happen? You know what doesn't happen? The Chiefs don't lose in the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes. They have once. It was a bad call. There was another bad call. There was an overtime coin toss. That's it. Other than that, we just beat everybody. And you know what certainly doesn't happen? Josh Allen coming into Arrowhead and matching points with Patrick Mahomes. I don't care if he's got a banged up toe. I don't care if they have to Ronnie Lott the big toe. You can't walk without a big toe.
No,
this man probably can.
Nope.
You know what? Guess what? Oh, no, you need balance, equilibrium. Miss me with all that. So I know the audience thinks that I am at times over the top arrogant. Oh, wait till you meet the Nick Wright over the next 96 hours. You've seen nothing yet.
I hope so.
Because the Chiefs are going to annihilate the Bills on Sunday.
Good.
And all these Josh Allen takes are going to look so dumb come the light of day. Go ahead, Wilds.
Good,
Arrogance
I'm
the
glad
answer.
that the mustard and ketchup has not affected your arrogance, because this is the Nick Wright I want. The Nick Wright covered in condiments is not the guy that I've grown to love over the last few months.
Right.
In any event, speaking of Kansas City and keeping your promise like Nick Wright did, you know what I was promised? A behind-the-back pass. This is a video that was released in July. Maybe he's going to do it this year. Well, I don't know. We got 2 games left in the season, maybe 1. Am I going to see this play or not? Because now's the time. Speaking of your toe, you can't scramble out. You got to go into the new bag of tricks. How about this one? It's been sitting there, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm stuck looking at this video, which was shot vertically. Everyone, go this way. We're going to use this on TV.
That was my line. Yes. I was going to say that. That's great. On to the latest on Deshaun Watson now. Niners star Richard Sherman threw his 2 cents in because it was inexpensive, saying Watson should find a way to get to the Jets, pair him with Jets' new head coach and Sherman's now former defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. So, Brandon, Richard Sherman suggesting Deshaun Watson go to the Jets. Your team is blank.
Voracious. Come on, man. This dude's speaking the truth. Look, I said it at the beginning and everybody laughed at me. I said this is the best landing spot for him. They keep talking about, oh, the New York Jets. It's a circus. They don't know what they're doing. Buddy, I was there for 2 years. Also played on 6 teams. I'm telling you, this is a good organization. The only thing we're missing is you. You're coming to the biggest media market in the world, and you have everything you need. Salary cap. We're gonna have you at the table then. How you want to spend the money, Deshaun? Do you want a tackle? Do you want a guard? Do you want a DB? Come on, buddy. Okay. You can make all the key decisions you want. Voracious.
It's a great answer, but I think this is more about Richard Sherman. It's more than meets the eye. This is Richard Sherman sending a smoke signal to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan saying, hey, guys, if he'd be good with the Jets, you know where he'd be great? With our team. With the team I play for, the San Francisco 49ers. But he can't say that because he's got to be a good teammate. So let me just talk about how great this player is so maybe my team will get him. The hell does Richard Sherman care about the Jets? He doesn't. So it's more than meets the eye. This is actually about Jimmy Garoppolo and the fact that the Niners should go after him.
Wow,
maybe
Richard Sherman was going to go to the Jets. I thought that was very crafty.
He's out of there.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. Good karma. Remember when the Jets won a game and all the Jets fans were like, oh, I can't believe we won. We wanted to roll around in the wretched stink of 0-16 like a little pig pen, covered in mud. Well, you won a few games, and guess what? Deshaun Watson's like, wow, you guys aren't 0-16. And all of a sudden, Brandon Marshall says you're actually pretty good. So here's what you do. You take all your draft capital, you call up Nick Caserio, you call up the chaplain, and you say, here you go. You can have it all. Deshaun Watson can come with Brandon Marshall, who is also, he buried the lead here, unretiring to play with Deshaun Watson. So congratulations, Deshaun and Brandon, future Jets.
We don't even put Deshaun in a uniform in that graphic. We just stick him in the old welcome to New York. On to Baltimore. Earmuffs if you're a big fan of passing yards. Ravens finished dead last in the NFL in passing for the first time since 2003. But Coach John Harbaugh strong in his defense of the Ravens' run-first approach. Take a listen to this.
And the reason I'm strong on this is because it goes back to the same criticism that we've heard for the last 3 years about not being the type of an offense or the type of a quarterback that some people want to see. And that's just, they're just going to have to live with it because Lamar Jackson's won a lot of football games here. And our offense has won us a lot of football games here. And we're not apologizing that for 1 second.
Hey, Brandon, John Harbaugh defending the Ravens' run-heavy offense is blank.
Oh, my goodness. Jenna, this is idiotic. This is idiotic. How many more games will he win when he's on the sideline? I'm giving you, if you continue with this John Harbaugh, I give you guys 3 to 4 more years, right? And you just saw Mahomes go out concussed by just getting roped around the neck and just going down. It wasn't even a hard hit. So what do you think is going to happen with this guy asking him to run 15 times a game the way he does? You got quarterback powers, you got quarterback sweeps, you got options. Come on, John Harbaugh, really? What's the goal here? Do you want this guy to be the face of the franchise for 10 more years or for 4 more years? You have to make a decision now. If I am Lamar Jackson, I'm going upstairs and saying, Coach, you got to retract that. We can't do that. I get it. I know who I am on the ground, but I got to develop as a passer. There's some things I got to do, but also Greg Roman. There's some things he got to do too. Let's go back to Greg Roman with Colin Kaepernick. What happened? It's the same trend. Every year, yards per pass.
It and made me happy. You regret it now? Do you regret having done this now, Nick? You were all in on it.
Well, listen, I lost the bet. A man pays his debts. Hold on, Wilds. Wilds was really convinced that this would be bad for my career long term. Now that it's done and you've seen it, Wilds, what's your take?
Well, I'm less concerned about your career than all of our careers.